My name is Christopher Price. I graduated high school and got drafted right away. We knew it was going to happen before it did. I was working for a veteran doing plumbing. He said, you just go and do what they tell you, and you spend your 2 years and come back and you can do more plumbing. I said, great, which is exactly what I did. I was one of the nutty cases that I volunteered for every single thing that they wanted a team to do. And I didn't care if you had 1 million enemy in front of you or not. Didn't matter to me. Just, they had to go. Boom. Wouldn't like to go through it again at this point in life, but back then, everything was exciting. It was raining like cats and dogs. And I've got a radio, so I want to keep it kind of dry. So I'm squeezed into what seemed like lilac bushes. And as soon as I squeezed in, I could hear the Vietnamese talking maybe 2 feet from me. So I had to turn the radio off. And then I've got the sergeant who was in charge of what we were doing whispered from the radio. He just kind of whispered, still, just still. That's all he said. So I just kept my mouth shut, turned my radio off, then he showed up and they disappeared. I lived again. I've had shells go past my face within an inch. Shocks you every time, but you can't do anything about it except to find a place to get back at them. Just, it is what it is, and you have to deal with it. Basically, what was a chaplain that in Vietnam calmed me down and gave me a 15-minute speech, and he told me to remember every word. Well, I've forgotten it by now, but at that time I thought, okay, and I calmed down. Otherwise I was willing to run right in and start shooting. In '68, I got out. I started working again, and I wanted to make sure that the guys that I got off the plane with were okay. 2 of them died with the first day that they got home. One committed suicide and the other one got shot in New York City. At that point in time, all over America, they were hollering about us bad veterans, etc., and all we did was kill people and kids and all that kind of crap. Drove us nuts because of what they were telling us. We didn't start the war or anything like that. It just, we were part of it. So I dumped all the uniforms and bought regular clothes and never said another word. Went to a college, and I spent a year there. All they did was complain about veterans. One complaint after another. And I hate to admit it, but I got into a few fights. After a year, I said, I'm out of here. I basically didn't tell anybody for the first, I'm going to say 4 years. But now, with the Vietnam veterans, we have a great breakfast every week. And the funny part about it is that we probably only pay for half of our meals because somebody always drops a couple $100 to take care of it. It's thrilling to have somebody just say, thank you. We do care. It brings tears to our eyes. The Heroes Honor Festival means that there's somebody else in America that believes in what we did. These are great Americans that are going to be down there doing something heroic. If they had something like that every day here in Tennessee, I'd be there. And I think all of them would be there too.